Hello everybody, welcome back to Numismatics Stacker. Today's episode we're going to talk about the 7 top hottest numismatic coins in 2025. Let's talk about these things. Alright everybody, welcome back. So I have some examples of some amazing numismatic coins that I've been doing very well selling certain types of coins lately this year. Since I'm a dealer on part-time basis, I've had some success in a multitude of these subjects here. Obviously, we're going to briefly on the Libertads. They've been really hot. It doesn't matter what they are. I really don't have very many left. All I got is a couple slabbed ones from ANX. They're beautiful. I've literally sold probably like 40 or 50 of these this year alone. I only have, 3 left so far. I'm on the hunt to find some more. So, let's talk about number one. Number one is going to be that 2-cent coin. Why? I don't have any examples that are 2-cent mint state 63 red browns anymore. As soon as I have them out for sale, they're literally gone. This is the best one that I have. This is in my typeset. It is not mint state, but it's the nicest one I have. An 1864 2-cent coin. Let's look at the back of this. Just be very careful because this is my own personal piece. Nice. 2-cent coins have been super hot for myself personally. Mint state 64 red brown in a rattler. Those you can't even find. Rattlers make it even hotter. I like to get them in PCGS or NGC graded holders, but literally I cannot keep them in stock. So I'm going to carefully put this back in my typeset, using it just as an example today. Now, my next one, we're going to go over here. We're going to talk about CAC key date coins. Now, I've had a lot of people that are interested in a coin like this. As you can see, this is a key date 1908S, and it's CAC'd. This is basically one of 2 that I have that are key dates that are CAC'd that I still have. But these have been really, really hot. I've had other key dates that were CAC'd, and they didn't last very long at all. Like literally one show, and they're out the door. This has been happening on a multitude of coin dealers, and they know that these CAC'd key date coins in a wholesome grade, they're affordable. They're selling pretty darn good. If you had this in a mint state condition, honestly, the price is going to be much higher on an example like this. They may be a slower sell, but it's honestly the correct date, the right holder, the right price point, and the condition, and it'll sell. Absolutely. So the next one we're going to go to is Morgan dollars that are Carson cities. Now, I must have sold probably 5 or 6 really recently. People are asking me about this one all the time. And it is my last 1889 Carson City that I have. I love the coin a lot. But people want to gray sheet me on it. I told them I'd go as low as 19. Because that's where I'm at on this. And that's the reason why I still have this. I'm sticking to my guns on a coin like that. I got to pay up on stuff like this. I really do. I've had this for a while, but, that's fine. If they don't want to pay, then I just keep it. That's fine. But in general, I've been selling Carson City GSAs, 1881 mint state 64s, they're gone. 85 Carson Cities, they're all gone. Those are pretty hot items. Those are hot dates that people are looking for. Personally, through my experience, Carson Cities have had a new following this year alone. It's been kind of a little bit of a slump for about a year or so, even a little bit longer than that. About 2 years ago, they were very hot, but I feel like the demand is coming back for Carson Cities. Let's talk about vintage proofs. I do have one, and here we go. I have one of these. People just gawk at this thing. It's beautiful. Yes, it is $465. That's my asking price on this. I do have some wiggle room, but a lot of these like proof nickels, they've been pretty hot. Even like 3-cent nickels that are proof, they've been pretty hot. If you can get them in proof 67 and have them CAC'd, it's even hotter. It falls more into this category of the CAC key dates and stuff like that. People love that. This might be a good candidate to get CAC'd. I might be sending in a couple. A friend of mine will be helping me with some of these because I do not have a CAC submission to that. So, but again, in my experience, these nice proofs, vintage proofs, I don't care if they're dimes, seated dimes, V-nickels, they've been selling very, very good. All right, so now the next one on my list is going to be toned seated coins. Even if they're the seated dollar, seated half dollar, seated quarters, seated dimes, I've been doing pretty good with them. These are the only two that I have left. I've had others and they're just gone, but maybe it's the price point on some of these, but you know, it's toned and it's a Carson city. I love it. It's still below retail, which is crazy, right? But I've been doing pretty good. I know lots of dealers that have been doing very, very well with seated graded coins, whether they're quarters, half dollars, dimes. They've been just really, really hot in the market lately. I got a couple. I mean, look at that shield. I mean, that just reflects really nice. I love that. I think that's going to happen on the back. Yeah, right there. That's just really neat. I have another one in my typeset that I just love it. I know it's had an old rubbing to it, but that's why it's in my typeset and it's not descending into grade. But then again, these are very old coins and they go right through the Civil War era and people just gobble them up. I love Civil War era denominations and types, and they've been doing very, very good in the marketplace. Now we're going to go to Barbers. Now I can't even keep them in stock. I've had a couple beautiful toned Barber Dimes. They're just gone instantly. When I cherry pick some from a different state at a different coin show, this is my only one that I have that's toned that's really nice. I have another one that is in an ANAX holder, and I'm going to be crossing that over to PCGS. But people love these things. Half dollars, quarters, dimes, barbers that are toned and they're mint state condition. People are just gravitating toward them, and they're just the coins you just don't see every day. Not at even at every coin show, you're not going to see coins quite this nice. So it is kind of a rarity to see, and that's why they've been doing very good and they have great demand. Now the seventh one is going to be, of course, the Cap Bust series. I've been really striking really, really well on these as well. Cherry picking some really nice looking coins that right affordable condition and price. If they start getting to like EU 58, the price is going to start jumping, maybe double that price. I love them in PCGS holders and I love the colors on these. A lot of these get cleaned. I'd say over 90% of your raws that you're going to find are cleaned. And to get a problem-free example, they're pretty hot, very, very hot. So you can get dimes, quarters, half dollars, half dimes. They do fantastically in the marketplace. So in general, Cap Bust has a great demand for them, even in 2025. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to know what you guys think about what I had to say today, because I think these 7 types of numismatics, if you're stacking coins like this, you're a new coin dealer, you're going to understand these are some great pieces that you're going to want to flip and make some money on. There's great demand in every single one of these pieces that you see right here. There are others as well. But I don't like to stick to like limited edition U.S. Mint set stuff, because that sort of can be a fad in some retrospect. But these are like nice, wholesome vintage pieces that a lot of customers can associate with. Smash that like button. I really appreciate that, guys. And click on some of these videos on the right side of your screen. You guys have a wonderful day.